The new MacBook Pros with M2 chips are controversial at best, making it really hard for people to choose their next MacBook. So in this video I will tell how you can save up to $600 on your new MacBook without any drawbacks. First, let me remind you what we are dealing with this year. The new 14 and 16-inch MacBook Pros get more powerful and more efficient M2 Pro and M2 Max chips, new unified memory limit, new Wi-Fi standard and Bluetooth. Overall, it seems like a decent upgrade, right? But that's where the real issues begin for most people. I think we should focus on base machines to really see how good or bad the deal is. Most people who buy base MacBook Pros just need something better than a MacBook Air. They need more ports, better screens, better speakers and, frankly speaking, slightly more power. Can a new $2,000 14-inch or a $2,500 16-inch give that? Sure. When compared to even the M2 MacBook Air, these laptops are in their own league. Gorgeous promotion screens with superb colors, impressive speakers, great selection of ports, and on top of that, breathtaking performance. The gap between these machines is huge, and there is no way around that. However, there are laptops that can help you maintain the same gap without costing like a kidney on a black market. I am talking, of course, about the previous generation MacBook Pros from 2021. But don't close the video just yet, because I still haven't told how you can save your money, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so the best gen MacBook Pros, M1 Pro and M1 Max chips. How do these laptops compare to the all-new and shiny 2023 models? The updated MacBook Pros have 14 or 16-inch Super Retina XDR displays with 500 nits of peak brightness for SDR content and 1000 nits for HDR. Plus, these displays support a high refresh rate of up to 120 Hz. On paper, very good displays, even by 2023 standards. Not OLED, but still very admirable. These displays are great for color grading, working with high-res images, or simply watching movies. But you know what? The 2021 models have exactly the same panels. Same size, resolution, brightness, everything. I wouldn't be surprised if the display itself has the same part number. The screen is the same, that's a fact. But you know what won't be the same? My life, if you like this video and subscribe to the channel. Okay. Next item on the agenda, speakers. The 2023 MacBooks have a high-fidelity 6-speaker sound system with force-canceling woofers. These speakers support spatial audio, Dolby Atmos, and overall are exceptional for laptops. But the same goes for the last year's models. The sound system is absolutely identical, down to the last bolt. However, if you watch comparisons, you'll see and hear that speakers in new MacBooks are more mushy, have less highs, and are overall slightly tuned down. I personally have no idea why Apple did that, but the difference is there. So, if you're someone who needs good speakers, it will make much more sense to look into the previous models. The next thing that can change your opinion about new MacBook Pros is not as obvious as it may sound. New base machines have only 16 gigs of unified memory and 512 gigabytes of storage, the same as last year's. However, it looks like Apple is following the same path it chose for the M2 MacBook Air. Only one SSD chip instead of two. Yeah, you heard me right. The SSD speeds are almost halved. I don't know about you, but slow storage is kind of a bummer. It can be tolerated in an entry-level MacBook Air, but on a $2,000 Pro laptop, it's simply unfair. What this means is that if you are planning on working with huge files or transferring them from and onto your MacBook, the process will not be as fast as you would expect. So we're almost halfway there. I am almost done explaining how minuscule this update is. But before I actually help you save your money, you need to know about one more thing, one very important thing, one deciding thing, the performance. Of course! The new base 14-inch is equipped with a 10-core M2 Pro chip and the base 16-inch with a 12-core M2 Pro. 2021 models, on the other hand, only have 8 and 10 cores respectively. But don't let that fool you. The layout of the chip is almost the same, 6 performance cores in base M2 Pro and 6 in base M1 Pro. The only difference is the number of efficiency cores and the frequency of those performance cores. I don't want to fool you into thinking that there is no difference in performance. The base M2 Pro is more powerful in CPU tasks than the base M1 Pro. See for yourself! The base 10-core M2 Pro is faster than 8-core base M1 Pro by roughly 15%, but the unbinned 10-core M1 Pro is over 9% faster than the base M2 Pro. So I think it is fair for us to say that CPU-wise the leap isn't astronomical. But is that true about the GPU? That's where it gets a little more interesting. So, the base M2 Pro has 16 GPU cores, while the base M1 Pro only has 14. However, a more powerful M1 Pro will have 16 GPU cores. As for the numbers, the 14-core GPU in M1 Pro is 23% behind the base 16-core GPU in M2 Pro. And here's what surprised me the most. The 16-core M1 Pro is also behind the base 16-core M2 Pro by 12%. That's the gain you can call negligible. But all that extra power comes at a price, and the price you pay is thermals. M2 Pro runs hotter than M1 Pro and consumes more power, the same as it was with the M2 chip in MacBook Air. Overclocked chip outputs more but also consumes more. So I guess typing will be more comfortable on the 2021 models when they're under heavy load, simply because the keyboard will be cooler. Of course, the power difference is there, but alongside it, there are a few smaller things that sound important but in reality are utterly useless. Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 5.3 and HDMI 2.1. And before you judge me on that, you need to understand that I'm just trying to go a mile in average Joe's shoes and look at this laptop from a real person's perspective. I'm not chasing those megabytes or pixels. I'm just here to make a statement whether this update is worth buying. So, the Wi-Fi 6E is supposed to make Wi-Fi faster, but unless you have a compatible Wi-Fi 6E system at home, you won't be able to feel any difference. And the same goes for Bluetooth. If you have any headphones but the second-gen AirPods Pros or the high-end Sonys, you also won't see or feel any difference. That's just marketing, nothing more. And the HDMI? That's just funny. Do you really need to connect your MacBook to an 8K display? Do you even have one? Those monsters cost more than this laptop. So don't be fooled by those loud words, they mean nothing. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, my grand advice for saving over $500. Just buy the M1 Pro version. Wow! Apple will sell it to you for a little over $1,500 for the 16-inch and a little less than $2,000 for the 16-inch. So on 14-inch you're saving $470 pre-taxes, and on 16-inch you're saving a whopping $570. For 3/4 of a price you will get a laptop that's identical or better. You will get the same screen, better audio, compatible performance and much better thermals. It's just a more wise way to spend your money. Anyway, thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye!